So the big question is this: how are marketers like us, who don't cut corners and rely on hype-filled, black hat, scammy marketing, who are always focused on providing value first and over-delivering for our customers with every single purchase they make, how do we market our products and services in a way that allows us to get our message out into the world, dominate the competition, and create a lifestyle of freedom and abundance without sacrificing sales and profit? That's the riddle, and on this show, you'll find the answer. Hey, my name's Misha Wilson, and welcome to Marketing with Misha.
What is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you for another episode of Marketing with Misha. Let me know what your name is and where you are coming in from. And I'm going to go ahead and dive right into today's message. I know it's probably super late for most people, so not expecting a big turnout, but wanted to go ahead and hop on here in these kind of, let's say, turbulent times with everything going on. A lot of us quarantined at home, the COVID-19 virus just kind of running rampant, it seems. And it seems kind of on a daily basis, more and more people getting worried, stressed, freaked out, in a heightened state of panic, and so on and so forth. And it's been crazy to watch. It's been crazy to watch it grow. It's been crazy to witness. It's been super unfortunate, obviously. And it's just kind of been one of those things that you have to learn to focus on kind of what you can control in your life versus focusing on the stuff that you don't. And that's actually what I want to talk about here today. I want to talk about one of the single differentiators from the ultra successful people and then the people, who aren't as successful, or they try to be successful, but they don't necessarily make it. And very simply, boiling it down, it's what you focus on, all right? Where your attention goes, where your energy goes as a result of where your attention goes. And right now, I think it's more clear than almost ever before because there's something that's demanding, or not demanding, but bringing so many people in to only paying attention to it, all right? With this virus, there's daily updates, it seems like, from the president. There's daily updates from the White House. There are all the different news stations kind of talking about it nonstop. And there's so much heightened awareness, which there should be, based on it, that it's extremely easy to only focus nonstop on the virus, only focus on the negatives, only focus on what could go wrong, only focus on being freaked out, only focus on being fearful, only focus, and of course you're not focusing on being fearful, but you get the point, right? It's extremely easy to get sucked into the cycle where you focus on the virus, you become kind of, afraid, freaked out, uncertain. Because you're afraid, freaked out, uncertain, you focus more on the virus, you become more afraid, more uncertain, more freaked out, and the cycle continues to go around, right? Now, there's one huge problem with that. And I see even when the virus isn't around, there are constantly stuff that people tune their attention into which they have no control over. And that, at the end of the day, is the biggest problem, all right? Unless, and I shouldn't say you have no control over it, because listen to the guidelines, right? Quarantine yourself. Don't go out there and spread the virus in a really kind of disrespectful, just kind of, I don't give a shit type of way. Focus on doing the right thing, being respectful, and doing your part in this overall process. But at the end of the day, we don't have that much control. We don't really have any control, especially over what the media tells us, over what the media messages to us, over how the media reacts, over how other people react. And usually reactions tend to be somewhat kind of contagious. So if someone else reacts and freaks out, someone feels like they should, react and freak out, then you feel like you should react and freak out, and all of a sudden, everyone's freaked out, right? On a daily basis, when the virus isn't around, I see so many people tuning into politics, tuning into listening to what Trump said or what Trump didn't say, what the Democrats said or what the Democrats didn't say, what he said or what she said, etc., constantly giving so much of their day, their energy, their mental focus to various things that they have no control over in their life. And at the end of the day, I'll tell you that I've worked with some ultra successful people. I still do work with quite a few ultra successful people. And each and every single one of them, they're very aware. They're very aware of what's going on. Most all of them respect what's going on. They have a certain level of, respecting the risk involved with what's going on, and therefore taking action steps to reduce the risk is only the logical thing to do. But also at the end of the day, after they've kind of figured out, all right, I need to take these action steps to reduce the risk because I respect this overall situation, and I don't want to be a dummy here and go out and do exactly the opposite from what I should be doing. After they figure that out, their attention goes back to what they can control. All right, their attention does not tune in to the news, does not tune in to the fear machines, does not tune in to all the various negativity machines out there, which just is the news. It focuses on the few action items that they can focus on a daily basis to move their life forward in whatever area of life they want to go ahead and make progress in. If it's their business, as weird as it is right now, especially in the business world, and full disclosure, there are certain businesses right now where it's really hard to focus on the few things in order to go ahead and move forward. But one of the reasons we're blessed, right, beyond most all industries out there, is because in the internet marketing world, we can still make progress in this period of time. We can still lay a foundation. We can still learn a new skill set. We can still, focus on optimizing our current processes. We can still add more value to our customers, depending on whatever level we're at in our business. And I can tell you that every single successful internet marketer right now, they're focusing on what they control. They're focusing on the various items that they need to execute upon in a daily basis in order to make progress. If, let's say, it's a fitness goal that you have, you can't focus on it being unfair. You can't focus on I'm big boned. You can't focus on all the various rationalizations that people create and come up with. Instead, there has to be focused on the daily activities that, when executed upon, equal the end result. If you want to get in shape, what do? You focus on putting in the reps from a workout perspective, and you focus on eating well. If you eat well, if you eat less calories than you take in, if you eat less calories than you burn, and you work out over the course of a period of time, you will get in better shape, and you can absolutely control that. And I think this is a super basic lesson. This is something that I've shared plenty of times. This is something that a bunch of people out there have shared a bunch of times. But also I think during this period of time where uncertainty is heightened, where fear is heightened, where obviously anxiety, closely related to fear, is through the roof, what we have to understand is that the more we focus on what we control, the more we focus on those areas in life that we can actually affect and we can actually impact based on going ahead and taking action, the better off we feel on a daily basis. Because I think it's very natural right now, and I think we need to be empathetic towards everyone who feels this way, but it's very natural right now to just kind of feel a little helpless, to feel maybe a little hopeless, and to feel kind of knocked around a little bit, right? That is totally normal, and that is totally fine. And when you feel that way, if you can identify areas of your life that you do control, areas of your life that are positive, and then take action steps on those areas in your life on a daily basis, measure the results, execute, measure, and start making progress in those areas where you do control, subconsciously and consciously, you understand that you do have a certain control over an area of your life. It makes you feel better in that sense. You start, keep making progress. And at the end of the day, naturally, when you're focused on this, you can't be focused on that. So if you're focused on progress, you can't be focused on the news, fear, negativity, everything that comes along with sitting on Facebook all day, every day, or watching CNN or Fox News all day, every day, and kind of getting sucked into all that drama, because you're focused here versus here. So I'd highly, highly, highly recommend really taking some time and getting clear on what are some areas of your life where you do control something. What are some action steps that you can take to, maintain control and then make progress in that area of life? And should you maybe be focused on that a little bit more than focused on this? Because I can guarantee you, as a result, you'll be happier, you'll be less fearful, you'll make more progress, And when this whole thing passes, which it will, right? All things will pass. When this whole thing passes, you can look back with a new skill set. You can look back with, a better overall experience. So it's not going to be a really fearful couple of months if you focus on the productive actions that you can take. And you can look back when the whole thing passes at a situation where it absolutely, life gave you lemons, but you figured out how to make lemonade. And whenever you get into that skill set as a business owner, as someone who, an aspiring business owner, if that's where you're at right now, one of the ultimate skill sets is learning how to make lemonade out of lemons, because you're always being given lemons. You always got to figure out how to find solutions to problems and make worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, and constantly look on the bright side. And right now, more than ever, I can't think of a better time to really flex that muscle and start to build that habit in your day-to-day life. So with that said, I hope everyone's good. I hope you're all safe. I hope you guys are all secure and sound. And I hope you guys got a ton of value. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, heart, and share. Focus on what you control. Execute, execute, execute. Use this time wisely. At the end of the day, the biggest only differentiator between successful and unsuccessful people is where they focus. And as a result, their time gets, dispersed differently. As a result, their energy gets dispersed differently. And as a result, because their time, their effort, their energy, and their focus is allocated to different items, they very simply get a different result than everyone else who's focusing on the other stuff. So with that said, I hope you guys got a ton of value. If you did, leave me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. And I will see you on the next episode of Marketing with Misha.